more back pressure. He's putting his shoulder down. You need to put your shoulder down. It can go. It's very easy. Shoulder goes forward. It's an inside move. Shoulder goes backward. It's an outside move. So Brian Shaw just dropped a new video, training with Devon Larratt on the table. In this video, we don't see a lot. We actually see very, very little of them pulling. I think they're trying to keep as much secrets as possibly they can, and most likely some footage going to be released afterwards. I didn't see him pulling Auden. Maybe that is coming later, but from what I saw, I have this idea about video just to compare his pulling with Devon now and when it happened first time about 5 months ago. But before that, we have to take a look at this. Like, what is this? Like, Neil, is this a plan? Is this a plan? Are you like, how did you put the strap backwards? I have no idea. I saw the video and I thought like, kind of looks weird, but I didn't pay much attention to it. It's just like, Eddie's closing his eyes, arm wrestling. It's fine. But yeah, the strap has been put on backwards. This is why it looks a little bit so weird. I don't know. Hopefully just for a moment. Anyway, the video is about Brian Shaw and Devon Larratt. Let's check in how they arm wrestled first time on right arm, but actually they gave us much more on the left arm than right arm. Yeah, let's check in. Make sure to understand that this is absolute beginning. This is them just kind of teaching Brian the basic movements, which is, so one of the basic things I teach to everyone and everyone should understand about arm wrestling, it's mostly pulling and it's very little pushing. And beginners have this idea where they think arm wrestling is this. And if you see what Brian does, he also has this idea where he thinks he has to jam his arm sideways, while actually he should be pulling. And we have seen it from him in his mock super match. He was top rolling pretty good. See, as soon as he goes, like Devon says, like, I want you to cup. So someone told me in a comment section below that with some keys, you can actually go frame by frame and see. So see, as soon as he adds pressure, he goes forward. And that's like complete beginner movement. I feel like, see, what he should be doing is first movement is always the cup. And like I said in the video, and I still stand by it, Eddie was looking good because his first movement was the cup, it was the hand. And for Brian here, this is 5 months ago, okay, is still going sideways and kind of pulling the whole arm. So this is them pulling last week. First, strap looks good. I like how even here Devon puts it on the bride's head. He can't stop himself. Again, first move is still kind of pushing. He's so powerful. It could work out. Now, more back pressure. He's putting his shoulder down. You need to put your shoulder down. It can go. It's very easy. Shoulder goes forward. It's an inside move. Shoulder goes backward. It's an outside move. Very rarely you can stay in the same plane without moving it, but to kind of understand it easily is inside, outside. Devon is giving a lot to him. He's giving the pronator. Brian's still like climbing is good. He's trying to climb. Now he kind of cannot find a moment where he needs to press. I do believe there's a lot of power if you hold on to him like this. Like if anyone thinks there's some trouble right now for Devon from Brian, they're crazy. They're absolutely crazy. I know left hand isn't super important right now, but let's take a look at it too. I do believe he moves really well with the left arm. Left arm, height, the cup, everything is much better. But again, it comes down to opponent, how much your opponent is actually giving, where he feels intimidating. And I do believe Devon feels extremely intimidating with right arm. With left, it's a different discipline, left and right. And for him, as soon as he takes, it's different strengths and different weaknesses. And this might not feel so intimidating as Devon's right arm is. And here the movement, again, more sideways, but still trying to make sure he pulls backwards, because that's the most important thing. You want to be pulling backwards. But here, like, okay, so this is a start. Confusing, understanding the biomechanics, and check in 5 months later. Much more comfortable on the table, fighting Devon right there.
Oh, I don't know what you want, really. Yeah.
So this is like big difference for 5 months. Like when you kind of understand what you need to do. And let's see. I do like the stance here better. The back pressure is better on the left arm. Even if you, yeah, like if you can do this in the middle of your match, your opponent is allowing you to. Like it would be very hard for him to re-grip anyone else just in the center line. Yeah. Devon is using back pressure while Brian is still using side pressure.
Get me out of here! Get me out of here!
Yeah.
Get me out of here! You just gotta say go! Just say go! He's too big. He's too big.
They didn't give us a lot in this video for sure. Most likely either it's going to come out in the week of King of the Table 13, that's in 2 weeks, or the week, or maybe next week, I don't know. We didn't see him pulling all in, we didn't see any of that. It was kind of like this, and then the rest of the video they're just kind of talking. Check out the video, it's in the description. But the improvement is there. The instinct is still kicking in that you want to go sideways, you want to bully the center, especially with someone as strong back pressure. But again, take that with a grain of salt. When you're facing someone that just like, if you want to go back and I want to go back and your back pressure is stronger and I break everything, you're gonna stay in the center. You can't really move because like it's same thing as when you deadlift or you're doing, let's say you're doing a pull-up, there's a moment where your fingers is going to give up and you kind of, it's not that you cannot do any pull-ups anymore, but you're going to fall if you try to go up because there's more tension. Same comes with deadlifts, same comes with arm wrestling. A lot of times you're going to get stuck in positions and you will not be able to move and get out from these positions. So yeah, let me know, how do you like progress of Brian Shaw? Does it look good? I do believe like Devon is like giving him a lot. It's it's right now it's nowhere even close. But again, Devon is in my opinion still number 2 right arm on the planet. I do believe that. It's a tough job for anyone. And yeah, measuring with him right now would not be fair to Brian. Where will he measure versus Eddie Hall? Oh, we're gonna see. We're gonna see very soon. And yeah, I'm waiting for Eddie's footage because I accept that mishap with the strap. I do think I do believe he moves very very well, but sometimes the moving option doesn't matter when the power is just too much. So in this case, the power could be too much, but I do believe both camps are playing games and showing what they want to show. Like just think about like on Arm Wars members, you see about like 40-minute footage from Eddie's practices, and they practice like hour and a half, 2 hours there. So, okay, guys, hope you enjoyed it. See you on King of Table 13.